Time for our forecast. And as Bob Bremer, one of our normal listeners who checks in on our Facebook Live, has said, it is finally convertible weather. Good morning, Pat.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's convertible. It's also sweaty weather. If you have to do any work outside, this is kind of rough. I know, I did a lot of work outside yesterday, and it was really, really rough. And that's considering the fact that the humidity was not excessive and the temperatures were not, heat wave territory. So it's going to be a day much like yesterday. Hazy and humid, chance of a thunderstorm, highs near 90 degrees. A shower or thunderstorm left over tonight, 65 to 70. Tuesday and Wednesday, partly cloudy, hot and sticky. Scattered showers, thunderstorms each day, especially Wednesday, low 90s. Thursday, warm and humid. A shower or thunderstorm still possible, and the highs will be in the middle 80s. I think Friday will be a better day, but there could still be an isolated thunderstorm. We'll probably have highs in the low 80s on Friday. Saturday looks good, and then showers and thunderstorms return on Sunday. Unfortunately, a very, very predictable weather pattern. The only thing that you can't predict is who will get thunderstorms. Now, did you get one
No.
on Saturday and or Sunday?
Nope.
You didn't. We
Not a one.
Uh, I told you we were going up to the lake. I had to put everything back on Saturday. So pretty much I worked inside. I thought that would be the lesser of two evils, figuring working inside would not be as bad as working outside. I think it would have been better working outside. The air was very still and it was very humid, but I got everything back in place on Saturday, spotlessly clean. Everything looks great. And then we went to our first outdoor dinner up there, and it was really, really nice. The tables were, more than 6 feet apart. Everyone wore masks when they got in. They took them off when they got to their table. If they had to leave to go to the restroom or something like that, they put their masks back on. The service was taking a long, long time, but it's difficult because I had to go inside to get the food and bring it back out. But all of that was good, and we're on the lake, not in my lake, but another lake, and we're watching in the distance to the northeast, we're watching black clouds. I mean, black. And I said to myself, well, first I said to David, David, that direction is northeast? He goes, I think it's north. He took out his little compass on his phone. He said, it's northeast. I said, so that's over the lake. That's over our lake. He goes, yeah. He says, but I don't think it's coming here. I said, I think we may get the tail end. So we're under an umbrella, but it rained a little bit. And that was it. Got home about 8:30. I noticed the roads were pretty wet getting back to the cabin. And one of our friends, Joan, she stayed at her cabin. She said the storm was unbelievable. She said incredible. And I believe her because my porch was soaked. Came into the porch, which is a screen porch. So I knew it was a pretty bad storm. So that's what we missed. But we had nothing yesterday but sheer haze and humidity. And let me tell you, Marshall, I could never. It's a good thing I do what I do because I could never be an outdoor worker. Never. My hat goes off to all these construction people, these service people that have to climb poles and work on bridges and stuff like that. Everybody has to work outside. My hat goes off because I just can't get used to it. I mean, I was literally drenched yesterday working outside, and by the time I got home, pooped. And today I'm sore, so sore that I think I'm going to forego my yoga class today because I'm just not going to push it.
Yeah. Did you get everything done, though?
Almost. And I know you're going to say, now what, Pat? Well, remember, David is supposed to help me put up beadboard in the porch and some planking. Now, we're planning on doing that this Friday. So once that's done, whatever's left, let's put it this way, is touch-up.
Yeah,
There you go.
I laugh because last time I did outside work on a house or inside work on a house was when I was living in Hillsdale, and I decided to put wood paneling up on the front porch, but instead of putting it straight across, I decided to do it diagonal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it came from one side, left side to the right side down, and the porch was only about, I want to say, 15 feet wide. Okay, 15, 20
Okay.
feet wide, and only the area that I had to do was only about 3 feet high. You know how long it,
Okay.
you know how long it took me to do.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
Just take a guess how long it took me to do to put pine boards up and then stain them in an area that was 15 by feet wide by 3 feet high.
I'm going to say a half a day.
It took me a week.
Oh my goodness.
It took me a week between cutting and fitting and then after it was up, staining it. But no, it took me it took me like 3 hours a day,
How
five
come it took
days,
you so long?
because I was an imbecile.
Oh, probably on that part.
No, no, no. I had, it looked very easy to do, but when it came to, I didn't have any electric cutting tools or anything like that. I didn't have anything like that.
Right.
So I had to use real saws. Like the old days.
Yeah,
I,
well, again, David is going to be doing. David's going to be doing the bulk of the work. I'm basically, I guess you would say that I'm going to be his gopher. Whatever he tells me to do, I'll do because I really don't know how to do this planking, you know, uh, sizing it up, putting it together, none of that stuff. So,
yeah, it took me 3 or 4 hours a day, 5 days,
wow.
and then I ended up getting divorced anyway. So
So it was all for nothing.
it was all for nothing. The only thing good that ever came out of that marriage is I was married to a music teacher, and she had this old rickety piano that she had in the living room, and it was just a danger. It was a danger. It was rickety. So two friends of mine, took it out when she wasn't around one day to the backyard and dug a hole and buried it.
Really,
Yep, buried it.
and just buried it.
That's it, buried it in the ground. Oh well, that's a little memory from many years ago. All right, well, with that being said, Pat, I want your memories of this past weekend to go away. Have a good day today, and I'll speak with you mañana.
Yes, and you keep cool. I'll see you tomorrow, Marshall.
Will do, Pat. Take care.
Bye bye.